Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Monday, December 7th, 2015. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue, sunny skies, white sandy beaches, absolutely beautiful today. Nice and cool, and we are welcoming the cold weather. Well, I wouldn't say it's cold, but it's cool. It's very nice, short sleeves still. Yeah, very nice. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Again, traders, great to be with you on a Monday, brand new trading week. Glad last week is done and over with. Maybe these charts can get back to some normalcy and all the data is gone for a couple of days. Data's very light today, so we'll get to that in just a minute. Let's take a look at the indices and see how they closed on Friday. The Dow 30 closed up 2.12%. The S&P 500 closed up 2.05%. And the NASDAQ closed up 2.08%. The small cap 2000 closed up 0.79%. Let's take a look at the London zone, the Eurozone, not the London zone, the Eurozone. However, the DAX closed up negative 0.34%. The FTSE 100 out of London closed negative 0.59%. The CAC 40 was negative 0.33%. And the Euro Stoxx 50 was negative 0.38%. All right, traders, let's move along here and let's see what we got. Remember, these are from Asia, and these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is up 1.24%. The S&P ASX out of Australia is up 0.36%. And the China A50 out of Shanghai is negative 0.35%. The Hang Seng out of Hong Kong is positive 0.23%. And the Kospi out of Seoul is currently positive 0.25%. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at our economic calendar today. Not very much out on our economic calendar today. We had some Aussie news, ANZ job advertisements month on month. There was no forecast, but it's in the black, so I gather it was within expectations, and it came out at 1.3%. In the London session, medium impact, we have foreign currency reserves out of the Swiss. And today, sometime in the Eurozone, we have Bank of Japan's Governor Kuroda speaking. However, my friends, he's already speaking. He's been speaking the complete Asia session. So I don't know what else he's got to say, but he is talking already. So yeah, he's on the jabber jaw. And then in New York, all we have in New York today, folks, is BOE Governor Carney speaks out of the Great British Pound. And that is it for data on a Monday. So it's a technical trading day for us today. All right, let's get started. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator through the market opening preview series. Traders, I started trading in 2006. 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate. Well, traders, I got to tell you, I'm in my 8th year here in Thailand and absolutely loving living in Asia. Especially if you're a trader, because I can actually trade all 3 trading sessions and still get a good night's rest. However, New York, I only get about 2.5 hours.
Think of Japan. Sato saying that, think of Japan.
I only get about 2.5 hours of the New York session, as it's coming up to 11:30, 12 o'clock at night for me, and I need at least 6 hours sleep, 6 or 7, so I basically cut it off from there. My apologies for the girl that was talking in the background. That is my news feed. So, I'm always looking for probabilities and opportunities to win my trades. And I'm a technician. I love looking at candlesticks, price structure, price action, support and resistance areas. I do use Fibonacci a lot. And I do use pivot points when need be. However, I do use other things depending on the instrument that I'm trading. I might throw an Ikimoku cloud in there, or I might throw a harmonics cloud in there. It just depends on what I'm trading and what time of day it is and where we're at and what's going on. So I do use tools, that gives me the edge, right? I want tools that gives me the edge. I really enjoy harmonics and I really enjoy Ikimoku, especially Ikimoku, because all the indicators on the Ikimoku except for one is price action they're expecting in the future. So it's kind of cool. All right, that's enough about me. Let's get over to the risk disclaimer. This is the legal stuff. Remember that Forex trading has a large potential of rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. In other words, do not purchase the $45.99 EA that's going to make you $1 million in 3 months on the internet. You're going to get stung by the bee. All right, let's get over to news and commentary. And I spelt that wrong, didn't I? Where the heck is the W? The W ran away. It's a Monday. It ran away. That's pretty funny. Anyhow, this is supposed to be news and commentary. Not a lot to report. We took a look at the economic calendar already, and and the indices, and we can see what's going on. I'm expecting these currency pairs to now level off and continue with the higher time frames of predicted from the 1 hour up. A lot of these pairs are bearish. I'm kind of curious to see what happens with the euro now. My concern is that we're like a week and a half away from the good old BOE. Well, actually, we are 9 days away from the BOE giving its rate statement. And I got a funny feeling that these currency pairs are just going to stay flat for a week. I hope not, but I got a feeling traders aren't going to trade not knowing what's going on with the Bank of England and Mario Draghi if he's going to raise interest rates. So we'll have to wait and see, but that is definitely something you need to be cautious about and watch. Now, what you're going to get is you're going to get a lot of these guys, governors, getting out there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean ECB, I meant the Fed, Janet Yellen, whether they're going to raise interest rates in the United States. And what you got to watch out is all these FOMC governors are going to get out there and they're going to start jabbering their jaw. However, I did read just the other day that like 5 days before, basically they have a gag order. Like they're not allowed to speak on, CNBC and Bloomberg and all that. So Janet's put a gag order on them supposedly 5 days before the release. So it's pretty interesting, huh? All right, let's get over to some charts. We're at 8 minutes already. This is the euro dollar. It's basically just been sideways. I like that it's right below resistance at the daily pivot point. Folks, just get in it. 1.0866. Give yourself a healthy, I'd put my stop at 1.0965 and, and just trail this down. But you're going to have to give it a healthy run here because I think we are going to see some volatility throughout the week this week. So just keep an eye on that. We don't want to get stopped out because this is really a great price to get short, right? I mean, if we're expecting that the U.S. is going to raise interest rates, we would think that, that's good for the dollar, even though it's bad for the dollar. It's like really confusing. Normally, like, let's take, for instance, the ECB. Draghi gives all this bad news out, how terrible it is. We're extending quantitative easing. We're adding to quantitative easing. We lowered our overnight borrowing rate by 25 basis points, 10 basis points, I'm sorry. And what happens? Price goes through the roof. I mean, this is bad data for the Eurozone, and price goes through the roof. So, you just don't know. Welcome to Forex, folks. It's definitely not booked. I mean, I didn't trade it. I don't trade data. And this thing just took off, right? Just took off. So, yeah, that's what happened there. So we don't want that to happen with FOMC. Let's take a look at the pound. Pound again in this range sideways. Now, I do record this during Asia session, so, there's a reason that this is. But, however, Friday afternoon, again, just absolutely sideways, and that's because of the big blue NFP candles that went to the other side, right? And Draghi's thing from the day before. So quite a lot going on there. So basically, I want to enter this now, right, at the daily pivot point. Give me a bearish candlestick formation. And really, I'd like to, you could put a trend line there and see if you can break that trend line just to make sure this wants to get to the downside, right? You don't want this bouncing back up. So I need some confirmation. I like the two dojis before the red candle. So we'll have to wait till London open for that one. Here's the Aussie. The Aussie's doing really a great job. The Aussie is in a great spot to short. You know, I'd like to see it break this trend line. The only other thing we have is this 200 exponential moving average. However, if you look left of the chart, there's not a lot of price action on that 200 exponential moving average. So I think you're going to get a bounce, but I don't think it's going to be that significant, and this thing's going to continue to the downside. We'd like to take profit at 72.76. And this is a really, really nice trade, folks. Really nice trade. All right, let's take a look at the euro-yen. The euro-yen sideways had a little bit of price action, but really not doing much. Sort of disappointed in the euro-yen. I was really expecting more out of it. Didn't do anything on Friday. Gave a little bleep on those blue candles on Thursday with ECB and Draghi speaking, but NFP didn't affect this at all, and it's just been sideways ever since. So, you know, I think it's a great spot to get in, but I just need some more confirmation on this one. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. This finally broke out of that nasty range we were in on Friday, and it's come to the downside. Now, two things of consideration here. One is that, you know, we're like 12 candles or more to the downside, and I'm expecting like a retrace, right? Forex doesn't move in a straight line, and I'm looking for this to pull back and then pull back down. However, we're in a super spot to short this, right? We can short this at 76.06 and get out at 66.63. You know, that's a nice 60 pip trade, 58 pip trade. So, you know, you're just going to have to watch this. I'd probably wait a couple of more candles and make sure we get confirmation on this, and we'll take this to the downside. So, you know, I want to sell the New Zealand dollar, folks. Trust me, I'm not buying the New Zealand dollar. I have no intentions of buying the New Zealand dollar. No reason to buy the New Zealand dollar. No reason to buy the Kiwi. Nothing against you all who are from New Zealand, but this is just not a pair that you want to buy. My bias is dollar straight. Dollar straight. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. The Euro Aussie, I placed a trend line in here, and it looks like we're going to get our retest of the trend line, and we can sell this. I just want to sell this, and I think we can get down to this 1.4633 pretty comfortably. So I don't think we'll have an issue there, and you know we want to basically sell this now, right? But I just need a little bit more confirmation. We'll be able to take this to the downside. Like I said, there's no data that's going to affect either side of this. So that is that. And traders, I forgot my thank you slide in my presentation. It is early Monday morning, and I have to tell you, I was in the emergency room all day on Saturday. I've got some major issues going on that medically that need to be taken care of, and my fear is, like, my stomach's in a knot because my fear is that my insurance company is not going to cover it, and it's very expensive. I need some massive eye work done. I need surgery on my eyes, both eyes. I'm only 55, and I have cataracts in my eyes, but the cataracts has damaged my lenses, and I need 2 new lenses put in my eyes, and my policy book says they don't cover that, and the hospital's telling me they're going to cover it. We're just waiting for approval, and I'm telling them they're not going to cover it. And so my stomach's been in a knot. I've had no sleep, and it's just been a horrible, horrible weekend for me. So we will see, my friends. We'll get through it. Whatever happens, happens, right? All right, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for being with me on a Monday, December 7th, 2014. Traders, have a great trading day, and we'll catch you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.